we sure didn't have time to make like a personal message for every one of them? Or would you recommend to say like, hey, just focus on a few that are really into kind of your ball game, like let's say people that are more into space, and just focus on them? What would be a better idea? Just to bomb?
I think there is no right answer to it, because as you never know, what's gonna pop up and what's gonna be big between content creators and on Twitch. I'm not sure if we want to talk about it now or later. Probably later, because we have a couple of examples of the games that went super big on Twitch and blew up after 2 years of being out already, right? I think certain content creators that are into indies, that are variety, because some people, like, if you can't approach a person who plays Counter-Strike only, you can't approach them and say, hi, we are an indie publisher and there's a game about space, can you please play it? Of course that person is not going to be interested, right? No matter how big or small the numbers. But if that person is into variety, single player, loves space, and you've seen like similar concept games played before, I guess pick those people and send a more of the personalized message to them. Let them know that you've searched them. Let them know that you've checked their Twitter. Let them know that you've seen their past broadcast. Honestly, that's very flattering. I'm not gonna lie, that's very flattering when they approach you and it's not a copy-paste message, but like, wow, they checked me out. Wow, they watched my streams. Whoa, that's cool. That hits home, and you are more likely to get a conversation this way. But this is like handpicked content creators that you think is going to be a fit. Everybody else you have to bombard. I feel like everybody else you kind of bombard. There's no other way.
You have like stuff like Keymailer, which is great for kind of people requesting keys from developers. But what you're saying is great. But then again, like a lot of indie developers, maybe also like smaller publishers, they are afraid that big streamers or YouTubers are asking a lot of money. So would you say to the developer or the publisher, is it lucrative to pay a streamer for streaming their game?
That is a difficult topic, because I am a streamer and a person who, for whom eventually it was important to make money off the stream. Honestly, if you can afford, if you as a publisher, as a developer, well, mostly as a publisher, I guess, if you as a publisher can afford paying a content creator for doing the job for you, I think you should. But you also need to make sure that people are not only doing that just for money. Because if it's just the money, they're not going to give you a good thing. Can we talk about Raid Shadow Legends? No. Is this where we talk about it?
We can talk about whatever.
We should mention it. Because a big streamer can absolutely make or break a game, especially small indie game. But if you take like just anyone and pay them some amount of money, that doesn't mean that it will be like a quality content for anyone, really.
Exactly, because take Raid Shadow Legends, they basically throw money at whoever agrees to do a partnership with them. They even did a thing with Stream Elements where they were the first ones to put the partnership with the developers is in beta for Stream Elements right now, and Raid Shadow Legends were the first to participate in that. And basically, they just throw money at you, but it became a joke. It became a massive meme, which I'm not sure they aimed at. I'm not sure if, bad publicity is also good publicity, and you can say that it kind of worked, kind of not. So I guess paying is good, but you need to make kind of like an emotional connection with the content creator at first. Or in an ideal world, you make somebody create content for you, and then you say, wow, that was fantastic, and we want to compensate you for that post factum. And then I personally would be like, what? Really? No, kind of, know.
In a way it works because we're talking about it. So in that way, the kind of word of mouth, it just transcends and it keeps being said. So that's kind of what I love, I guess.
I would say that in ideal world, even when you are paying a big streamer, you want to find someone who connects with you, because just because you pick someone who is big streamer doesn't mean that you will get the conversion into like people who actually buy your game. At the same time, from like a game developer's perspective, I know quite a few companies, including Rachel, what they are doing, they are compensating creators based on how many activations they have. So that is a way that makes it maybe like less risky for developers too. But at the same time, you cannot really track it as well, because I feel like content creators, yeah, they create content. So anyone Googling the game, they will find gameplay, which is already, it's like, oh, I can actually see how the game looks. And the other thing, it creates sort of word of mouth marketing by itself, that, oh, I watched this person play this game, and you can talk about it with a friend. And suddenly that is not something you can really track in any statistics, any activations like this. But it is something that we should think about.